it's worth it. I can't imagine if I would have gave up and just turned my back on it.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. There were plenty of highlights for him in last week's game. Nearly 500 yards through the air. It's the Vikings and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lindsey. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken at the 26. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a joker in that day to give yourself a chance.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Herbert on 1st down now. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it, and that's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is fielded at the 7. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Again, Herbert. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And Woods has it complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Lindsey is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change? And now off to the races, down the right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Go ahead.
Two and now on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. There's Chris Olave. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Here's Tua. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From midfield, here's Tua. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. On first down, Justin Herbert. As this complete to Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Tua going to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we've reached halftime here. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. How come the Vikings don't have it first on offense as we begin the third?
59.
Here's Herbert. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Herbert. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he'll be out right at the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Here's Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
One more time with Lindsey. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Cover three, kick.
Tua now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the left side and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Moody. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bills ready to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third down, here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert now. A short throw pulled in by Woods. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Herbert throwing again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and it is 42-0. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Complete to Olave on the out route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Targeting Cooper, and he's got it coming across the field. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Give him 2 on the play there, and the Bills are going to have a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Moody good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. So here are the Vikings to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 64 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll go again with Lindsey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A give up the middle to Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Hey, easy. We're going orange.
They're going with Lindsey. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown.